Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to another edition of Dungeon Boss Respawned. I am your host, Darth Craig. What we're talking about today, I just got the update. It is about the noon hour here. I was doing my daily grind, and I just got the pop up that says, "Hey, Dungeon Boss just got better." And what by just got better means is Winterfest is upon us. So happy Winterfest, everybody. Hope you're having a great day and ready to have a great couple of weeks here. So, wanted to get out there and just talk about a little bit about the Winterfest, what I plan to do, some of my insights, if you will. Anybody that's getting back into the game now from a long hiatus, such as myself, we can talk about it and reminisce about the good old days all you want. But let's go ahead and jump into what Winterfest is. For the most part, it is your next best thing from farming to actually getting some meaningful tokens, some meaningful, sometimes gear and rewards, things like that. The events are always great. They're a good opportunity for PR and to ultimately level up some of your heroes. In this case here, if we go into the info, we're not getting Gore Tusk, which is what I originally thought. Looks like we're getting our old buddy Grognog back, which truthfully I had forgotten about him up until I saw this, so I forgot that he was even there. That said, he was good. He was always a great hero. I used him a lot. Ice Pick, I'm not really concerned about Ice Pick. I'll get him, I'll use him, I'll level him up, but he's certainly not going to be on my top tier list. So, for the most part, anybody who's brand new to the game, what Winterfest is, it is a lot of just playing around and doing some stuff without the stamina and without the real world money involved. It should be a lot more fun, a little bit more casual for you, and not going to get that FOMO, the fear of missing out. Although there is going to be part of that too, but that's going to be limited by the amount that you play. So let's first start off with what we have to do during Winterfest. There will be some daily quests that come up. In this case here, do your dailies, get your credit for it, earn some keys, earn some wreaths, whatever. Otherwise, throughout the event, there's going to be actual quests in here. So complete these things, do 20 days of daily quests. Obviously, Winterfest is going to last for a very long time because it's got to go through Christmas. Simple stuff like level up Grognog 10 times, no big deal there. Same thing with Ice Pick, doing their basic intros. That's basic stuff there. So you're going to play with these guys anyways. That's the whole point of these events is to introduce to new heroes. Those of us legacy players know both of these heroes very well. New players, like I said, Grognog is going to be a great addition to your team. Ice Pick is great for a demon team, assuming he's still a demon. Defeat treasure goblins. I run across these guys all the time when I'm farming dungeons, so don't feel like that's going to be a challenge. You're going to run into 15 easily, probably within the first hour or so. Don't worry about that. The only ones that I'm moderately concerned about are 3-star with um, heroes with alternate skins. Being new to the game, I don't have any alternate skins, so Lord's going to have to help me out a little bit there in terms of where those are. Pretty sure that those are going to be shop items. That's generally where we've gotten custom skins before. Or not custom, but alternates. So two different things. More so than just 3-star in the dungeons. Truthfully, I'm a little worried about just winning PvP matches in general, let alone with alternate skins. So I'm gonna have to take the people that I can actually get the skins for, and then somehow manage to win PvP. I feel like I'm probably in a better spot than some of the people who are in the level 70s and up to 80 because you're going to be fighting some very very tough teams probably. So more power to the little guys like us who aren't gonna have that steamrolling team, and we won't have to run into hardcore defenses either. Find and tap 150 shiny objects in dungeons. Being that there's no quick loot anymore, you kind of have to pay attention when you're doing dungeons. I kind of have to, half don't. If I'm actively playing, yes, I will tap these away, but I don't think I'm in any risk of not hitting 150 of these things. Um, Anytime soon. I'm gonna hit this in a matter of days, so no big deal there. Probably the toughest part of the events are usually these event dungeons. Historically speaking, some of the event dungeons have been challenging. A lot of community involvement there in terms of what are the best teams to use, what are the best tactics to use. Um, Again, for us folks that are very new to this game or returning to the game, it might be a little bit challenging without ascended heroes. Without those extra skill sets and passives on some of the guys, we may be at the whim of just beating what we can, and if we can't 3-star it, we can't 3-star it. If there's instances where we can use our friend heroes, it may come to that, but it looks like there are 3 dungeons. I have not looked at any of them yet. They're worth 500 a piece. Now, do I think that in the grand scheme of things, the 1500 for not beating these dungeons 3 stars is going to hurt me, or the extra 2000 there for not being able to beat either of these alternate skin ones? Probably not. I'm not worried about 100%ing this event. Yeah, that'd be great, but again, my priorities don't lie there. My priorities are going to be to building out my roster and hopefully provide quality content for everybody to watch. When you're in here, do make sure that you set up your storylines to constantly work on Grognog and Ice Pick. Milk those things for all you can. The whole point of these events, like I said, is to introduce new heroes. So anytime we can buff up those guys, you want to make sure that you stay on top of your storyline. As you continue to do events and event quests, it's going to be very easy to miss these things. Last thing you want to be doing is running dungeons without an active storyline going. So check here, check often. Make sure you're doing things properly. Next up, let's take a quick peek at the other big portion of the event. The marquee event of Winterfest is most definitely the calendar. Calendar is going to be a bunch of doors here. Um, Quick little disclaimer, if you will. Spoiler alert, maybe. I don't know. If you're worried about a spoiler, mute me for like a minute or two. But I'm pretty sure what happens is you're going to go through and you're going to open all 14 doors, and then at some point magically in the future they're going to be like, "Hey, surprise! We reopen all the doors again. Give you a chance to go back and repurchase any of the doors that you want." Now, in the past, that was always a cash grab thing. Be like, hey, sorry you spent all your gold keys. Here's a deal in the shop to buy some gold keys, and now you can use them a second time around on your second chance calendar. Now, that was a legacy thing. I'm not promising that. So focus on what you're spending your keys on now. Be mindful of where you're spending your keys. Notice I can't open door number 2. So that comes around tomorrow. I'll get that around noon, and then I can see what's in there. Looking at door number 1, it says you can only open it unlocked once. Yeah, kind of a wink, wink, wink there. You'll be able to see door number 1 again. I'm pretty confident in that, unless they totally rewrote the code for Winterfest. But neither here nor there. I do expect all the doors to open again at the end of the event. But the big thing here is it going to be worth your efforts, the amount of time that you're spending and the stuff you're doing to put something into a gold key on door number 1? Short answer, no, it is not. Do you really want those 400 XP potions? Great, spend your gold key on it, but do not come complaining to me when there's something awesome in door number 8, for example. Now, the doors I do not believe expire. You're not going to get a warning that says, hey, you didn't spend a key today, so if you don't do that, it's going to go away. 99% sure that's not going to happen. So tomorrow's going to roll around. You're going to see door number 2. The only thing you're going to miss out in is you didn't buy any Grognog tokens for today. Big deal. You can buy them another day, right? Now, if anybody has concrete evidence to disprove that, by all means, feel free to leave a comment that says, no, I didn't buy door number 1, and now I can't buy door number 1. And for that, I will personally issue everybody an apology that took my advice willy-nilly. But I personally am not spending anything on door number 1 because I haven't done any quests. I haven't farmed any keys. I don't know where any of that stuff is coming from yet. So I want to make sure that I can see everything in front of me, and then I'm going to spend my gold keys where I have them and make sure I'm buying as optimal as possible. So check around on the socials if you will. You might be able to see what the previews are for door 1, 2, 3, 4. If you want to see what's in there before you unlock the door ahead, because remember, you might not be able to, it's possible you might not be able to see door 2 unless you spend on door 1. That's where the socials come in, where if you want to know what you're going to buy, you might have to wait until door number 14 is open so you could see what everything else was so that you can plan out your attack. I'm going to wait and see what that looks like. I only have to wait another day to see if I can get in there or not. I may just break down and spend a bronze token on door number 1 just to see how that mechanic works. But my goal is to hoard my keys until the very end. Last little bit here, let's take a quick look at the shop. This is part of the reason why we do this, is to get some neat things here. And like I said, there are my skins. And boy, oh boy, some of those are a little bit on the pricey side. So I'm probably going to be going budget to start with. I've never been a big fan of skins anyways. They're a novelty. I don't play games that really utilize skins or actually pay real world money for skins. I've never been into that. So it looks like I'm going to be end up doing a team of Nub Nub, Stonefist, Braum, and Lorelei. That's going to be my dungeon running team for PvP, I think. I don't know how good that's going to be, but that's what I'm going to be working on, is getting 8,000 wreaths to deal with that. Truth be told, I'm not terribly worried about spending my wreaths on tokens. I will, but I'm more interested in anything that's going to get me further in the game. Those lesser tokens, I'm not overly concerned about those. This one here actually looks pretty cool, buying gold keys with silver keys. I may be looking into doing that, but I did not see exactly where silver keys come from. I'm guessing silver and gold might both come from the treasure goblins. I am definitely not buying gold with a gold key. That is ludicrous. I'm not buying gold with a silver key. The only way I'm using any of these 3 things at the end are if I've opened all the doors and I have keys left over. And truthfully, if you have any gold keys left over, you did something wrong. I'm saying it right here and right now. I'm assuming that this shop might update from time to time. These say expire in 30 days. I don't know if there's going to be new stuff added or not. I guess we'll monitor that coming up. So that's a little insight into Winterfest. Anybody that wants to come back to the game and join me, great. I'll be glad to have you. Nice to see all your friendly faces, your virtual faces again, and use your heroes. A little glimpse into what's coming up next. I am going to do a quick video. Maybe quick. It'll be quick for you guys, not very quick for me. We're going to go into the time sink in terms of what is your time to value as far as this game? How much is it going to take of your time to actually progress in this game to a point where you feel like you actually have worthwhile heroes? That is going to be my next video. I will get that as soon as I can, within a day or two probably. Other than that, I did want to wish everybody a happy Winterfest. Hopefully, a lot of people come out of here with 4 and 5 star Grognogs, and even maybe able to ascend him a couple of times. Because, like I said, he is a great hero. He will serve you well with folks like Igorok and other ice heroes. So, can't wait to get started in this. Otherwise, we'll see you all around, and hopefully, you guys all have a great, wonderful rest of your day. And again, happy Winterfest to all.